If you are a new YouTube creator, chances are you must have at least asked one of the following questions. How do I grow on YouTube? How long will it take me to monetize? How does the YouTube's algorithm work? In this video, I am going to be answering top 10 most frequently asked questions new creators ask in all honesty and simplicity. No shortcuts, no sugarcoating. So if you are serious about monetizing your channel fast, this video is for you and is going to help you clarify a lot of confusion and give you a clearer direction. So let's get started. Question number 1. How do I get my first 1,000 subscribers? Always give your viewers a reason to subscribe, a reason to come back. You should not be begging for subscribers. Subscribers should come on their own, because when they know that they are going to get something special from your channel, they are going to get one problem solved by one of your videos, you don't need to beg them before they subscribe. Question number 2. How does the YouTube's algorithm work? The YouTube's algorithm does not push your videos. What it does is it reacts to how viewers interact to your video. So, which is going into your viewers' behavior. How long are they watching your video? Are they liking? Are they commenting? Are they engaging? So these are the signals the YouTube's algorithm looks at to eventually take your videos to more people, okay? So that is exactly what the YouTube's algorithm does. The YouTube algorithm doesn't just sit down and start pushing your videos. It waits and see what type of audience is responding to your video. How long are they watching? So this is where we have to put more effort on our thumbnail, titles, description, and our video quality and structure. And above that, make sure your videos are valuable, so that we also have people that will take their time to actually watch that video. So if people click on your video and they stay, what happens is YouTube starts recommending that video. That's basically what it is. There is no other magic behind it. Question number 3. How do I choose the right niche? Now, unfortunately, this is one of the biggest challenge for most new creators, because you don't really know where to settle in. You don't know where to go. So I'm just going to give you 3 tips on how you can identify or choose a niche. Okay. So number 1 is what you enjoy talking about. So which topics interest you? What are you passionate about? Okay, so when you are picking a niche, your niche should consist of the following: what you enjoy talking about, what people are searching for. Okay, so because you might have interest in a particular topic, but then people are not really into such topics. Nobody is really going to YouTube to watch such topics. So you have to be clear on what people are searching and what can be monetized long term. Because there are some niche, you create a few videos and then you run out of ideas. So you have to make sure these 3 components are together. What people are searching for, what you enjoy talking about, and something that you can do long term. Because YouTube monetization, there is no deadline to it. Even if you get monetized today, you should still be able to continue creating video on your niche. Okay, so that you can keep earning your money. So if you go into a niche that is kind of like limited, that at some point you get stuck or you get blacked out, you have no idea of what to create anymore, you're going to be stuck. So make sure when choosing a niche, you are reflecting on those 3 things I mentioned now. Question number 4. How long does it take to get monetized? You want to know how long it will take you for you to get monetized. The truth is that there is no timeline, but YouTube does have a requirement of 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours that you must achieve in a space of 12 months, okay, 1 year. So, but it doesn't mean if you are unable to meet up with that requirement in that 12 months that your chance is gone. That's not how it works. You actually still have time, even if it takes you 5 years to hit that 1,000 and 4,000 subscribers, you will still be able to monetize. Just that your watch hours are being counted from the previous 12 months. Okay, what you should be focusing on is hitting the requirement of 1K subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. Question number 5. What equipment do I need to start? The honest truth is that you don't need expensive tools to start creating your content on YouTube. If you have a smartphone with camera, you are good to go. And you don't even need lightning, all those things. You don't really need all that for now. As a matter of fact, till date, I use natural light. This video, I'm recording this video right now with natural light. I even did a video on how to use natural light to record your videos. So target a spot in your apartment where you can actually face the window. Now, as I'm recording this video, I have a window in front of me. So the natural light is reflecting on my eye, which makes my video natural and bright. So you do not need expensive tools, expensive apps or anything to start creating your videos. Start with your smartphone. Then as you grow and maybe you get monetized, you can start investing on studio or whatever. But as for now, you don't really need expensive tools to start recording video. You don't need it. As long as you have a smartphone, maybe you can get yourself a tripod so that you can position your phone well and record your video well. But most of us started without a tripod. Just a smartphone is enough. Question number 6. How do I make my videos stand out? My honest answer to this question is just do you. Be unique, because you are one in a million. Apart from creating thumbnails and curiosity-driven titles, and maybe make your hooks or outro special and all that, all you just have to do for yourself is just be you. Stay your authentic self. That is how you stand out as a person. Or as a brand, just have a way and manner you do your stuff in a professional way. You know, if you want to have like a professional channel, like a business channel, you want to attract brands, okay? So you have to be specific and intentional about how you present yourself in your channel, depending on your niche anyway and the type of videos you create. You can stand out by making customized thumbnails. You also create logos for your videos. You can create logos, or just have a special style in which you deliver your video, your thumbnail, your titles, your hooks. Okay, so these are the little components that will help you stand out and make your fans or your subscribers identify you from miles away. Like now, if you are following my channel, whenever you see that thumbnail that has a turquoise background, you'll be able to tell that must be Elevate with Angela's video. For example, question number 7. How often should I post? Now, creators always talk about consistency, but consistency in its sense is not going into posting every day on YouTube. That is not what it's going into. So if you want to really know for yourself how often you should post, first of all, sit down, take a look at your schedule, your weekly schedule. If you're a busy mom like myself, if you're a busy individual, you have to be realistic with your schedule. Know what works for you. Know what you can meet up with. There is no point starting a channel where you upload every day and then 3 months down the line, you disappear. You can barely upload one video. Rather, spread that video across. If you want to stick to once or twice a week uploading of videos, stick to it. Okay? Stick to it. Generally, it's not really recommended to upload videos daily on YouTube, depending on your niche, okay? If you are into educational content like me, uploading daily on YouTube doesn't really make sense, okay? So you have to check your niche and see what works. Check for yourself, check your schedule, what you can stay consistent with. If it's once or twice a week, stick to that schedule and stay consistent. Question number 8. Small creators often want to know, what editing tools should I use? Editing tools does not necessarily contribute to your YouTube growth, in as much as it will help you enhance the quality of your video. But what matters most is still the content itself, the value you are trying to bring out from that video. Of course, there are a lot of editing tools. Some of them you can use for free, while some of them you have to pay to unlock some pro feature. Personally, I use Canva, I use ChatGPT, I use CapCut, I use Pictory sometimes, I use Glean.ai, which helps me really fast pace my editing process. So at the end of the day, having editing tools should not be a criteria for you to start creating. If you have a smartphone, that already is enough for you to bring out good videos that your audience will enjoy and learn from. All right. Question number 9. Should I use my name or brand name? Now, this is a good question. So this is why before you even create your channel, you should have a picture, an idea of what that channel is all about, what you want to do, if you want to use your real name or your brand name. At the end of the day, people build trust from what they see on your channel, from your consistency. If you create content where you show yourself, you show your face, people look at that. It's not really about the name. It's not really about whether you are using your real name or a brand name. But if you want to scale your channel more like a business, it will not be bad to use a brand name. Okay, so this is just something that you have to sit down, think very well about it, and then decide. Question number 10 and the last on my list today is, how do I deal with copyright issues? Now, it is important for you as a creator, before you post your first video, you should be very conscious of reused content. Don't play or joke with it, because once you start having these violations on your channel, it's going to be very difficult for your channel to monetize, because YouTube don't play with copyright issues. So avoid reusing content that are not yours. If you must download or use any script you found online, find a way to make it your own, repurpose it, add your own value, your own information. Just transform it to be yours. Don't just take another content and put it on your channel as if you are the original creator. So be very conscious of reused content from the onset. Don't play with it at all. Be careful with music, be careful with clips, be careful with stock footages, even text. Now, text. Be careful with all these things. Just be conscious, just be careful, all right? So if you gain anything from this video today, just go ahead and subscribe for more useful content like this. And if you are new here on my channel, welcome. My name is Angela. I am the face behind this channel, and I am always happy to bring you useful content that will help you monetize faster here on YouTube. I also share tutorials how to do one or two on your channel to make sure your channel is well set up, and to make sure that you also know how to use the latest feature on YouTube. So if you have not subscribed to my channel, please go ahead and do so. Like and comment this video, and so share the video so that other people will also benefit and learn from these questions we answered. And let me know in the comment section if you have any other question that I did not touch on today. I'll be very happy to get back to you with your answer. Until next time, bye bye for now, and thank you for watching.